Hey everybody, Friday, February 6th, and I wanted to give you a rundown of what all we did today. We started off with guided reading. We read chapter 3 of Elijah of Buxton. We read chapter 3 of Bud Not Buddy and chapter 2 of Watson's Go to Birmingham. While we had people at the back table, everyone else was finishing up daily language practice. We were also partially filling out the setting tree or setting pyramid that was supplied for you guys in class today. So after guided reading, we moved on to propaganda, and yesterday we talked about testimonial, which testimonial is propaganda using a famous athlete or famous person to help sell a product or idea. And today we talked about overgeneralization. Overgeneralization is oversimplified statement about a group based on limited information. It generally uses only positive words to sell a product or idea. Next week, on Monday, we will be learning about bandwagon and another technique called transfer. If you remember back to the videos we watched today, we watched a Taco Bell commercial, and the girl puts a bacon chalupa in her purse, and then guys walk up to her table, and the generalization of that commercial was that all men like bacon, which we know isn't necessarily true, that all men like bacon, but they were trying to sell a product, and they were using the women and the chalupa to sell the product. Anyways, in science, we also took the spelling test today, and in science we continued to study for our next science test, or the retake of the science test. We went through more of the information. We found out how to calculate the percentage of resistance for the circuit whatever circuit we were provided with. We went through examples. Check your notes for specific examples. I can give you a quick rundown of it real quick. To find out the percentage of resistance, we are going to use whichever resistor we were looking for. So say for instance we have a 75 ohm resistor and a 150 ohm resistor. The total resistance in the circuit is 225 ohms. To find the percentage of resistance for the 75 ohm resistor, we are going to divide 75 will be in the numerator because that's the resistor we're looking for, and we will take the total and put it in the denominator. So it will be 75 divided by 225. Once we calculate that and move the decimal, we find out that there's 33% of the resistance is used on that one resistor. And because we only have two resistors in the circuit, we know that the total must equal to 100%. If the 75 ohm resistor is 33%, that means that the 150 ohm resistor in the circuit has to be 67% of the total resistance in the circuit. Again, we took notes in class. Telling it over a video really doesn't do it the justice. If you write down the numbers as I talk them out, it will probably make more sense. We're going to be going over more about the relationship between resistance and the percentage of resistance and the percentage of voltage on Monday. I have scheduled the test for Tuesday, February 10th. Like I said, Monday I'm going to create a lot of different examples so that we can work through them to prepare for the test. I'm going to give you different situations, and I'm going to ask you to figure out the percentage of resistance and the percentage of voltage drop and similar questions that were on the test, just like they were on the last test. So, like I said, we're going to continue to go over it. If you have any questions, write them down, bring them to class, and I can answer them for you. Other than that, I hope you all have a good weekend, and we'll see you Monday.